Hello, my dear children. Welcome to our English class. How are you all? I hope you are all fine by the grace of God. Today, we are going to learn the grammar parts of speech. I am Mrs. Mocharakini from Mount St. Joseph Matriculation Higher Secondary School. And in this lesson, I am going to give you a quick introduction to the 8 parts of speech. In the following lessons, we will learn more in detail about each parts of speech. Okay? So, first of all, what is the parts of speech? Parts of speech. Words are divided into different kinds or classes called parts of speech according to their use. That is, according to the work they do in a sentence. As words are divided into different classes according to the work they do in sentences, it is clear that we cannot say to which part of speech a word belongs to unless we see it used in a sentence. Notice how the word after is used in the following sentences. Example, they arrived soon after. Second, they arrived after us. Next, they arrived after we had left. Dear children, see these examples. They arrived soon after. Here, after is used as a adverb. They arrived after us. In this sentence, after is used as a preposition. They arrived after we had left. In this sentence, after is used as a conjunction. Okay, children. From the above examples, we see that the same word can be used as a different parts of speech. Think of parts of speech as being kind of job titles, just like a person can be a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer. A word can be a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, etc. depending on the job that it does in a sentence. And this can be really useful to learn because when you are studying grammar, you will come across terms like these. You will come across terms like nouns, verbs, and an adjectives and an adverb. And if you know what they mean, it can help you to speed up your study of grammar. Okay, children, we start with the noun. A noun is a name given to a person, place, thing, and animal. For example, John. It is the name of a person. London. It is the name of a place. Box. It is the name of a thing. Tiger. It is the name of an animal. Okay, children. A noun is a name given to a person, place, thing, and animal. Okay, children. Can you identify the nouns in the following sentences? Akbar was a great king. Which is a noun here? Yes, very good. Akbar. Akbar is a noun because it is the name of the king. Kolkata is a big city. In this sentence, Kolkata is a noun because It is the name of a place. Okay, children. Let us learn how many kinds of nouns. There are 5 kinds of noun. What are they? Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun. Let us learn one by one in detail. Dear children, for your better understanding, I teach you the proper noun and common noun together. Proper noun. A proper noun is the name of some particular person, place, or thing. For example, James. James is a particular name of the person. Nile River. It is a particular name of the river. River is common. Nile River is particular name given to the river. So, Nile River is the proper noun. Okay, children. Next, common noun. A common noun is a name given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. For example, boy, girl, river, town, etc. Boy is a name given in common to every person. Car is a name given in common to everything. Okay, children. I will give you few more examples. Look at the following sentences. Ashoka was a wise king. The noun Ashoka refers to a particular king, but the noun king might be applied to any other king as well as to Ashoka. So, we call Ashoka a proper noun and king a common noun. Sita is a clever girl. Here, Sita is a particular name of a girl. Girl is a name given in common to every person. So, Sita is a proper noun. Girl is a common noun. Hari is a smart boy. Hari is the name given to particular person. Particular name of the boy. So, Hari is a proper noun. Boy is a common noun. India is a democracy country. India is a particular name of the country. So, India is a proper noun. Country is a common noun. Country might be applied to any other country. So, country is a common noun. Now you understand, children, what is proper noun and what is common noun? Let us learn the collective noun. A collective noun is a word used to name a group of people, animals, or things. For example, a herd of cows, a flock of birds, a swarm of flies. The words herd, flock, swarm are collective nouns used to refer to groups of cows, birds, and flies respectively. Some common noun have some special name when they are in a group. Okay? Let us look few more collective nouns. A pack of dogs. Pack is a collective noun which refers to a group of dogs. A school of fish. School is a collective noun which refers to a group of fish. A bunch of keys. Bunch is a collective noun which refers to a group of keys. A team of horses. Team is a collective noun which refers to a group of horses. A class of students. Class is a collective noun which refers to a group of students. The French army was defeated at Waterloo. Here, army is a collective noun which refers to a group of soldiers. The police dispersed the crowd. Here, crowd is a collective noun which refers to a group of people. Okay, children, now you understand what is collective noun? I hope. Next, let us learn the abstract noun. Abstract nouns. It cannot be seen or touched. It can only be thought of or felt. For example, idea, happiness, sad, goodness. An idea is a thought. Happiness, sadness, it is a feeling. Dear children, an abstract noun refers to quality, action, state of being. For example, kindness. Kindness is a quality. Laughter is a action. Beauty, state of being. Abstract nouns are words that name ideas, feeling, qualities. Okay, children, I will give you few more examples for abstract nouns. Goodness, kindness, darkness, brightness, honesty, wisdom. Dear children, these are qualities. We cannot see or touch them, but only we can feel them. Wisdom we cannot see, but we can feel it. Honesty, we cannot see them, but we can feel it. So, abstract noun, we cannot be seen or touched. Only it can be thought of or felt. Okay, children? Material noun. A material noun is the name of a material or a substances out of which things are made. For example, gold, cotton, iron, plastic, wood. The box is made of iron. Iron is the material noun. The bangle is made of gold. Gold is a material noun. The bottle is made of plastic. Plastic is a material noun. Dear children, material noun do not take plural form. It is considered to be a singular. It takes only singular verb. For example, this plate is made of marbles. Marbles is a plural form. Material noun do not take plural form. So this sentence is wrong. The correct sentence is this plate is made of marble. It is singular. It is considered to be a singular. So it takes only singular verb. This plate is made of marble. It is a correct sentence. Second one, these books are made of papers. Papers. It is a plural form. Material noun do not take plural form. So this sentence also wrong. The correct sentence is these books are made of paper. Okay, children? It is never take plural form. Material noun considered to be a singular. It's take only singular verb. Okay, children? This plate is made of marble. These books are made of paper. Now you understand, children, what is material noun? A material noun is the name of a material or a substances out of which things are made. Okay, children, I hope you understand the nouns and its kinds. Let us learn the next parts of speech, pronouns. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. For example, John is absent because John is ill. In this sentence, we repeat the word John. It is better to avoid the repetition of the noun John. We can use pronoun. John is absent because he is ill. The words I, we, you, they, he, she, it are pronouns that comes in the naming part of a sentence. For example, I am a student. Ravi is my friend. In this sentence, Ravi is the name of a person. It is a noun. So we use the pronoun. He is my friend. For boys, we use he. For girls, we use she. For example, Suji is a clever girl. Suji is the noun and it is the name of a girl. So we use the pronoun she. She is a clever girl. Next, the rose is a beautiful flower. Animals, things, we can use the pronoun it. So the rose is a beautiful flower. Instead of the rose, we use it is a beautiful flower. Group of people, we use the pronoun they. They, for example, they are playing. Okay, children? And you can also come in the telling part. Okay, I, he, she, it used in singular nouns. We, they are in plural nouns. The pronoun you is used for both singular and plural nouns. Okay, for example, it is an important game. You must play as a team. The words me, him, her, it, us, you, and them are also pronouns. They come in the telling part of a sentence. For example, she is my mother. I adore him. Me, him, her, it are singular nouns. Us, them are plural nouns. For example, they are my grandparents. I help them. You is used for both singular and plural nouns in any part of a sentence. For example, you are my best friend. I like to play with you. Here, you used as a singular. You are my parents. I am proud of you. In this sentence, you used as a plural form. Okay, children, I hope you understand the pronouns. Verbs. Verbs perform different functions. Some verbs show the action of the subject. Some verbs work as helping verbs with main verbs. Action verbs are physical action and mental action. Physical action tell us about an action that can be seen. For example, cry, slap, write. Mental action tell us about an action that cannot be seen. For example, forget, think. I give you few more examples. The girl wrote a letter to her cousin. Here, wrote is the action. It is a verb. The baby sleeps. Sleeps is the action. So, it is a verb. Raji is reading. Read is the verb. Some verbs work as a helping verbs with main verbs. And they are also called linking verbs. They have in different forms. Be form of verb, do form of verb, and have form of verb. Be form of verbs is am or was were. Do form of verb do, does, did. And have form of verb have, has, had. They look like action verbs but are mostly used as a linking verbs. For example, the girls were singing. Singing is the main verb. Were is the helping verb. I have learnt my lesson. Learnt is the main verb. Have is the helping verb. Raji is reading. Reading is the main verb. Is the helping verb. Okay, children, I hope you understand the verbs.